What's good, gamers? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a cool video for you guys talking about all the beautiful color hand traps in the entire format. Yeah, we're living in a society where people are running 60 cards to run over 20 hand traps, and it can be a little bit too much to understand what's going on the entirety of the time. So I'm joined by professional Yu-Gi-Oh streamer and player Suffer White Joe.
Yo,
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the hand traps. We're gonna talk about a little bit of what they're good against, so you kind of know what's up, and so you kind of know what to avoid. And yeah, Suffer is here to correct me from saying dumb things. So
yo,
you ready for to go into it?
yo.
Okay, we're gonna start
Yeah.
off
Let's
with
go.
Ash. What do you think of Ash?
You can normal summon Ash. Ash is good.
Okay, S tier. Uh, all jokes aside, I would put Ash in A tier, not S tier.
What do you mean? Ash negates Fusion Destiny.
Okay, yeah, true. It also negates Hulk, but it can't negate Auroradon.
But it can negate Enchantress.
But it can't negate rights.
But it can negate Foolish. And Faithful. Like, bro, come on.
Okay, true. So the deck that we are the deck to beat right now is definitely Tenji Pal / based / Prankits Pal. And I think that with that in the back of our mind, I think that Ash is pretty good because you can indeed in all those decks hit relevant cards.
You can also Ash Vessel.
You can also Ash Vessel. You can also Ash Alistair.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think Ash is just always better. Like,
All right, yeah, that's
always
fair.
Ash.
Bell. Bell went from being bad to being pretty good with Prankits running around, but it's only good against Prankits.
I think it's only good in the decks where you play like 21 to 24 hand traps. Because it's like a fourth, fifth, and sixth copy of Ash. It hits basically all the same things, and it's really good versus Prankits. So once that deck comes like back into everything, might be
Like,
nice again.
yeah, so would you put it in A or B right now?
B, I guess.
I think it's like, it should be in the middle, like low tier A, high tier B. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Chaos Hunter only hits the format in the formats when banishing is super relevant, and right now it is relevant, but not for Chaos Hunter.
No, it doesn't really do
Yeah.
anything except for maybe the Thunder matchup, but nothing else.
Doesn't it trigger when your opponent special summons a monster or something? I don't know. This is probably not good.
This is not just on summon.
I have no clue. It's not a good card.
Me neither. I know it's good in Plunder, but that's about it. It's a level 7 though. Might also not be true.
It's 8. Okay, we're gonna talk about Cycle Reader. Cycle Reader is a card you can normal summon to make Cherubini with, but you cannot normal summon it to make Hulk with. So, yeah, as long as Drytron is not good, this card is not good.
It is a tuner.
Oh god, it is a tuner. Okay, S tier.
It is a tuner. Exactly. You can normal summon it.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in niche. I don't think it's bad. I just think that like people are not running Drytron right now. It's definitely not.
It's like once Drytron gets good, the Cycle Reader gets good. That's it.
Okay. DD Crow, definitely card I would put in A.
Yeah, same. The card's nuts right now.
Definitely side deck worthy, maybe even main deck worthy in certain places.
It's super strong versus basically everything.
Yeah, but
like
also
Eldritch,
only extra. It's not like game winning on its own.
No, true. Hits Enchantress in some scenarios where they like discard it or send it with Foolish. Hits Ashuna. Card's kind of sick.
Yeah, pretty good. Shifter.
S++.
Yeah, I think that Shifter is out of all the cards that we can see, it is just the best card on its own.
Yeah, Crow. By the way, Crow also hits Scythe. That's also like a huge thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm gonna put Crow to S tier.
No.
Just keep it at A. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you Shifter, there's also no sight. Yeah, I think that Shifter. I'm gonna put it in niche. It is the best card on the list, but it just cannot be played in all the decks. So I think we all know it should be S tier, but I cannot validate putting it there right now.
Not true. This card's just insane. But it's like only insane in Flunder, and Flunder itself sucks. But when they open D-Shifter, it's insane.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's kind of fair to put it over here. I think it would be S if it would be like generically good, but it's not.
Yeah,
Dogwood is just bad.
that's the life point gainer, right?
Yeah.
No, that sucks.
Okay. Drool has been becoming way more popular right now.
Droll's kind of good versus the Prankit deck.
Yeah, also Dragon Brave.
Yeah, it does suck versus the 10-year Brave deck though.
Yeah,
But like
so
every other deck, I don't know about Despia once that comes out. That might be a deck that adds a lot of cards or something. I do not know.
well, it will be playing the Brave file as well. So, and we know that Aldubra adds, and the thing that the stuff that goes to the grave adds and Patchwork adds. So I feel like Droll could become even better then.
Yeah.
But for now, I think it would be A tier.
I mean, you can like the point with Droll is, and the same goes for Lancia actually. Like you can still just make Vertex Decta under Droll or Lancia. Like that,
Yeah,
it doesn't stop it, and that's why they're like not that good right now.
yeah. Okay. Gamma S tier.
Yeah,
Someone's Hog of Irex. Card's insane. People don't play around this anymore like they used to.
it's just like the best hand trap in the end because it negates and destroys, and yeah, there's a couple of downsides, but like a driver or not controlling any monsters, I think that's fine.
Yeah, but like if they stand by face Lancia you to stop your Enchantress and you have the Gamma, it's like the Omega punish.
Yeah, it's insane in certain decks, like the Dragon deck, for example. You can make Chaos Ruler or make Helk instantly.
Yeah.
Insta wins the game.
And Drivers of Vanilla, which is pretty relevant in this format.
Yeah, I've normal summon Driver way too much.
Yeah. Alright, Moonlit. Um feels
Same as
like a
Bell, I think.
worse. What do you mean?
I think it's the same scenario as Bell. It's like if you're playing 21 hand traps, and why not put this card in? It's just a bad Vader, bad Imperm.
Yeah. I feel like Bell's in a no, I think it's the same. I think that it's just as relevant as Bell. If we go to a format, because we've had formats where you needed triple Vader, triple Imperm, and I think that that could just be happening right now again. Like we need more cards that negate cards on the field, and then Bell would become good, or Dogwood would become good. So I think that it would be
Yeah.
roughly the same tier indeed. Um, what's your opinion on cherries?
I do think the card's insane. It's very niche though, but it's good.
I think it's the
like
worst card.
I do not agree with that. It hits a lot of decks, but it's also very suboptimal because for example, the Prankit deck loses hard to it, but every Helk deck right now can basically play without Helk, even though they abuse Helk. But
I mean,
like you
even
can do,
Prankits can just make Verte.
yeah, exactly. So that's why it's kind of bad. But it's not S or A tier, but I would put it niche. Like Flunder, for example, like in meta decks you cannot really play it, right? Because you
Yeah,
need like 3 to 4 spots for targets.
or you're going for a
And
very toxic mirror match.
exactly, but for decks like Flunder, if you just have 15 extra deck slots that you don't use anyway, you can just fill it with everything and maybe steal some games with it. I think it's kind of fine. It also gets rid of DPE in some matchups. If you're really struggling to deal with it or something,
I guess. I don't know. I just
I
don't.
quite like it. But it's again like the only place you would put it is your side deck, and then
Yeah.
I would never consider it the side at this format.
So
So
I'm
we just
gonna
like Gamma and
leave it
Crow.
in bad. I don't know. We're both. You would say niche. I would say bad. So
Yeah, my bad.
um, this card fell off. Gnome material.
He
I think
fell
it's just
off.
bad.
Yeah, the card fell off.
It's just not good. I don't think in Brave meta it is any good. So I think that yeah, this card is just not good anymore. People were scared that this card would become good, but it's just not.
I mean, there are some decks that still like there are still applications. Like last format, you could do it on the Draco Future card, like the one that ranks up into the next one.
Yeah.
Like it came up sometimes that you could do that. And this format, you could do it on Helk sometimes, which stops a turn if they summon Despot, for example.
Yeah.
But no, I just think it's way too weak for like because of the new master rule, of course.
Yeah.
Like before that, it was a way different story.
Yeah. When you could lock the extra monsters on, but now it's not
Yeah,
good. Imperm. One of two things. You can either put it in S tier because it's a good sixth card, or you can put it in A tier because you can't normal summon it.
yeah. I think it's high A.
Yeah. Low S,
Imperm
high
itself
A.
is, I think Imperm is the same as Valor, but there's Like it's like you can draw Imperm as 6 and you can normal Vader. Like that's the same. That's the only difference. And the Imperm doesn't play into TTT, of course. But Imperm itself is just not that impactful.
Yeah.
So I
Like
put it
one
in the
Vader will
early,
not win you the match.
yeah, I would put it in the same category as Valor, and I think that would be A, like high A. Yeah,
Which one is better though?
Valor, because you can normal summon it to make Helk.
Okay. Okay. Fair. Lancia. I like Lancia a lot,
No, Lancia fell off.
but it did fall off a little bit.
It's again like it's good versus Flunder, but who the fuck cares about Flunder?
You do.
Yeah, but I play Unexpected Die, you know. But for Lancia, I don't know. Like all the good decks, like don't really care. Like the
Yeah.
Tenyi deck, sure, like they cannot Ashuna. Like whatever, they still put on a field. Like prank hits, sure, they can't Roxy. So only if they open just Roxys, they can still just play.
Yeah, it's really good against Phantom Knights, but that's it. But like,
Yeah,
who
but that
plays
deck
Phantom
loses
Knights?
to itself, bro.
Who plays Phantom Knights nowadays?
You can set Lancia though, that's cool.
Yeah. No, I think that Lancia, especially with like Enchantress around, you kind of have to shotgun it and even play into Akama. I don't
Yeah.
think that the card is better than B tier. I would put it below Bell actually.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Nip is definitely S tier this format. It's really weird that we went from playing no Handtraps to playing 20 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And now Nip is kind of mandatory, even though people were like, yeah, you should not play Nip. Nip is bad, haha. Now Nip is good again.
I still think Nib's kind of bad.
Yeah, you need something else with Nip, but then it's like
Yeah.
insane.
I don't know, like most decks can just still do something through Nib.
I think so.
Yeah. Like versus DPE, they still have a DPE unless you have it paired with something else. Like if you're looking at it as just Nibiru, like it's not definitely not S tier.
No, but if you look
Like,
at it as just Ash, Ash also isn't S tier.
I think it is. Can do a lot.
I don't think that a Nibiru deserves to be an A.
Like I don't know, bro. It just doesn't seem really good right now. You cannot play it in a bunch of decks as well.
You would put it lower? Like here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think I would rather open like Ash Imperm than Ash Nibiru, or like Ash Valor than Ash Nibiru. Like of course Nibiru Imperm is just an FTK, but that's always been the case. And you cannot normal summon Nibiru, so
True. True. Okay, let's talk
not
about the
really big
best
fan.
card of the format.
Yeah, the card's insane.
Yeah, it's just the best. It's the only counterplay against Brave, which is insane to think about it. That engine is so impactful that Rites of Erasimir is just such an unfair card.
Also, the best Handtrap versus Pure Sorcerer.
Exactly.
And
Goes
it's a psychic.
and it's normal summonable and a psychic.
Yeah.
It's just so nuts. Why did they put that into 3? It's so many questions. Why is Brave Engine so good? You know what
I
would
don't
be
know, bro.
cool if Rites would add Fateful?
That would be so cool. Actually cool.
Yeah, that would then there would be counterplay. Counterplay is really fucking nice. Have you heard of that
Then it would
counterplay?
just be a +1. It already is.
No, it just summons a
Then it's
token and then it adds one.
like no. Would that actually change anything? Like it would
Yeah,
just
because you can
be
then
better.
there would be now if you activate
Yeah, then you
rights,
can actually,
rights will
sure.
always resolve. There's no hand trap in the game that can stop rights, which is
Yeah,
super
fair.
weird. Like I've never been in a place in Yu-Gi-Oh where my opponent would activate X card and then like I couldn't do anything about it. You get Gamma, you get Ash, you get Vader, you can nip. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. On Resolution you can Tone Collector, but that's basically it.
Yeah, that, I
True.
don't know. So yeah, Ogre is the only line of defense, and even then it's a neg 1. So
Yeah.
that just says how broken the Brave stuff is, and that does prove why Ogre is here. Ogre just hits so many cards; it's relevant.
Ogre's nutty.
Talk about not relevant.
I mean, if you're playing Medolce or Drytron, like sure,
Yeah.
go ahead. But
Not even in Drytron anymore.
yeah,
I think this card is just bad now.
yeah, probably. It's a -1.
It's not playable. It's only playable in the Dolce.
Yeah, you can never open it with Eva again.
Yeah.
Strange.
This card is just the best card but it's not playable right now. Just so sad.
I think it's insane, but you need like multiple hand traps to stop a turn, and Phantasmy itself is not a hand trap.
Yeah, and
It's cool versus like
run it in Tenji.
yeah, it's cool against that deck though, because they cannot like Yasi effect.
Yeah.
Or they can do it, but it doesn't do anything.
It's good in Flunder. It's good versus the Sword Soul Synchro Pile decks. It draws additional hand traps, swaps out your hand. I think this card has some really untapped potential, but it's so difficult to justify playing this in your deck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good. Maybe we can test this out.
Maybe one of in Dragons, but
I wouldn't know where to put it right now. I really want to put it up here, but I think it's like
no, it's
right now it's here.
Skullmaster is an easy S though.
Yeah, Skullmaster is
Easy
definitely
S.
the best card.
Like, we don't even need to talk about it. Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think this
Did
is
you
a
know
good place.
Stops Ash, bro, or stops Scythe. Like, dude, negates.
You can normal summon it.
It's a level 4. What do you mean? You can overlay with a token.
It's not a. What? What?
It's insane. You just don't know yet. You just don't know. You're like Raphael. You wouldn't get it.
Token collector. I think token collector is insane, but the thing is, it's so difficult to side deck right now.
I think it's really strong, but then again, there's like it's only against the Roron deck or pure sword soul. I think I would put it high A, like above Effect Failure and.
What do you think of niche?
It is niche. Like you have to.
It's really good against sword soul, and it's only good to center off from Shooting Riser as a one-off. And next to that, it doesn't have a rule.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I think it's kind of it's also versus the Eldritch thingy. Those always also some tokens.
True.
But I don't know. It's like I play it as a one-off because I play Crossout.
I think
that's it.
I think it's good, but as long as not everybody is running 3 in either side or main, I think I'm gonna put it in niche, and I think it's gonna be pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, next to that, we have the retaliating cards, which in my opinion only should be played in B Trooper right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, Contact C, I did want to mention it, was really good against Tri-Brigade, but that deck is got ratioed, Lamau.
And they just play Verte as well.
Yeah, exactly, and now you can just link it away, and Contact is really good, but that's really only niche in B Trooper, because they can combo with it. Yeah, retaliating, yeah. And next to that, there's not a lot we wanted to cover. Seraph is just not good. What Kinetic Puppeteer is also not good. You have any hand traps you want to mention real quick?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, cool. And this is our definitive hand trap guide. So if you are looking to play any hand traps, definitely pick one of the top decks, one of the top tier picks right now. They should probably always be in your main deck. Gamma's a little bit questionable, but Gamma's just so really good. It's undeniably an S tier card on its own. And the B tier will always be relevant. Always keep them in the back of your mind. And next to that, it's going to be either very specific or very avoid. One of two. And yeah. This has been Tatsym and SFR TTV. Go check them out. Link in the description down below for the coolest replays, deck profiles, etc. on his YouTube channel and his Twitch. Yeah. Say bye, guys.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo.